It's really interesting. You're seeing people lose faith. Influencers are losing their confidence. People are losing their mind. And I'm going to share with you why. I'm going to share with you that it's phenomenal. I'm going to share with you what I'm doing and how to win. Of course, I'm only sharing you from my paradigm, my research, and I'm not going to gatekeep. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm doing. So people are absolutely panicking in the cryptocurrency market. So why are we so calm? Why are we so stoic? Because it's not bad. It's really good. If you can learn to invert everything. Now I'm going to break down what I mean by this. The greatest investors in the world have taught us the greatest lessons. Warren Buffett, buy when there's blood in the streets. Buy good companies at a fair price. It's time in the markets, it's not timing the markets. The greats don't worry about red. They don't get too excited about green. They make big, long-term decisions. They pull when everybody's greedy, and they buy when everybody's fearful. So what you're seeing is these influencers lose their faith and, it's because of the price predictions. It's because of the trying to catch the candles, and because of it's the flip of a switch or this next date, right? The next date coming up is the 22nd for XRP. Hey, I'm okay with being wrong that we wake up the 23rd and XRP's at, whatever price it's at. But that's not how winning is done in investing. Here's how it works. It's done through being disciplined spiritually, physically, and financially. Not just financially, all three. Having a disciplined spiritual walk, being grounded, being physically disciplined. So you're balanced in your mindset and your emotions. And lastly, if you want to win, you got to be financially disciplined. You got to have a game plan. This is the greatest opportunity in our living history. I took advantage of it from 2020 to 2025, and we went through all these emotions. When everybody was running from it, I went all into the fire. When everybody was running in to get rich quick, I got out fast. So here's how I do it. I have a system, and I feed it, and I go back and touch grass. I focus on cash flow because cash is trash. Every single year you become poor because of inflation. You think your investments are beating inflation. You think your investments are growing, but you're not even beating inflation. At 2 to 3% inflation, every 35 years, the value of your dollar gets cut in half. So you're taught to go to school, get a job, put your money in a bank, and you see $10,000 in your bank account and you feel safe because it says 10,000. Number one, it's someone else's debt. There's no real money. And number two, that just keeps losing value. You see 10,000 though. I see devaluation of your currency. So I take my income and cash flow are different, and I turn it into cash flow. I also take my income and I turn it into assets. It's called Capital DR. It's my own strategy. Now, why do I buy cash flow with my income and assets with my income? Because I save first and I spend what's left over. So if you ever see my lifestyle change, that means that I've already saved, and what's left over, I can increase my lifestyle because my savings are always first. So when I get income, I buy dividends that create cash flow. Every single time I get paid outside of my debts and non-negotiable, I buy assets that have fixed supply. I just work to beat inflation. You can use gold, you can use silver. I like XRP and Bitcoin. They have fixed supplies. They're opposite of the inflationary US dollar. They're deflationary based on one scarcity and one its utility. And they have fixed supplies. So you need to decide what has a fixed supply, what is deflationary, opposite of the inflationary US dollar, where you become poor and paid in someone else's debt. I profit from these assets